Hello, how you doing? My name is Edwin Whitfield, and this is my Informatics 435 project with Dr. Totaro. This is my segment 2 for our final project, and this is where we inherited a front-end database for our certain case, and my case is the Jones Professional Engineering Group. So Jones Professional Engineering it started performing land surveys for commercial and public work projects since 1963. They was founded in Seattle, but now they expanded to places like Denver, Phoenix, Vancouver, and even British Columbia. So Jones Professional Engineering, they also provide many services. They provide a lot of land management programs, and some land surveys include subdivision and community development, land claims and land development, mining claims, utility right-of-way, and oil and gas well site development, residential, commercial, and industrial construction and strata and leasehold development. So they've invested in many services, and some services include accounting and computer aided design. But they haven't invested too much money in information technology, and because of that, they're suffering from a lot of problems in their field survey work. And some problems include like some things like the initial requests for survey work sometimes are lost and recorded. The current manual system for tracking field survey works. Instructions for the survey work sometimes are communicated by phone and to compensate for incomplete survey request forms. Field books are sometimes difficult to understand and not standardized in work descriptions. The crews write things like the technical data in the field books, along with non-technical information such as dates and work descriptions. And also the information is very difficult to retrieve because they also have no other record or index related to the field book entries. So they asked us to make a database. Then they want the database to give them improved consistency and completeness of survey requests. They want to reduce the time to schedule work crews. They want to improve communication between the requesters and field crews. They also want to support standard reports and ad hoc query for their survey requests, their field work results, and their work scheduling. They also want consistency between the field work records and the field books, and also feature support for digitalized data collection or storage of field books, as well as integration of field books with the field work database. They want this database to be an interface for the accounting software, and this handles timesheets for employees, contract details, billing, and payments for services performed. They want this integrated because it will enable retrieval of job numbers and other data contracts and sending data about their work crews to the database. So we're going to get into their workflow for a little minute. So first, the customer submits a survey request, and then it gets either accepted or denied. So then once it's processed, then the request is going to be accepted or denied. And so once it's either accepted, then it's going to process, and then it's going to be processed is it's going to have a written survey, and they're going to plan to instruct to send crews to the job. And so they're going to collect data, and then it's going to be sent to the manager. And so once the manager does the survey plan and they complete that, then they're going to schedule the crews to work. And then once the crew is scheduled to go where they have to go, then they're going to start performing their job. And so once the job is done and completed, then after it's completed, they're going to prepare a survey report. And so once the survey report is done and typed up and sent, it's going to be sent and it's going to be, the results are going to be returned to the customer. So first, we're going to look at the survey requests. And as you see, the survey request shows things like the job number, the development, the contract date, the location, the client. It's all the information needed for the work that's going to be done, performed by the crew. So as you see, this is some information that's already in the database that is created by Ross Whitney. Ross did a good job collecting this information and putting it in his database and providing the information needed to make this front end database for this company. So I should start showing this information. I have plenty of tables from the database that I've collected, and I have tables like client, crew, development, employee, field book, field work, and the field book, job, schedule, task, and the task job. Now these tables contain many things, like many entities, and many entities include like client. It has the client name, and the primary key is client ID. Development, the development ID is the primary key, and they have many things like range, section, developer name, location, township. And employee, the employee ID is the primary key, and job, they have the day requested, complete date, and primary key for that is the job number, and etc. So let's go back to the survey request. Now this is what the survey manager receives and what the survey manager gets from whoever filled this out. Now many surveys are filled from faxing the form or by telephone. So once this is done and completed, like I said earlier, it goes to a schedule report, and this schedule report shows all the jobs that's needed to be done and ones that are going on at the current moment. So the survey manager wants to do this on a weekly basis, and she wants to make sure it's on every Monday, so the schedule could be printed in the schedule form so they can announce it to the crews. And so after they receive this schedule report, they're going to send a schedule form to the crews that has the instructions for the job they're going to do. Now, this schedule form is augmented with the field record that is going to be sent back to the customer. Now, let's take a look at this schedule form. Now, this schedule form includes a lot of information, even the scheduler that scheduled the crew. Now, it has the work day, it has some notes that needs to be taken around, and it has the day schedule, and it also has the client, the development, and things like range, section, and the township that's all located on this one form. Now, this must be created and retrieved before they leave on their work. That is very important because you wouldn't want any information left out. Now, let's say they finish the job and, everything is fine. Now, the employee / crew will fill out this field work record, and this would have to be sent back to the customer. So we're going to give you an example of how to do some of these field works. Now, I set up my Oracle, and I was able to get the database, but my Oracle kept on crashing. So we showed the company a different way of how to update their database whenever Oracle would crash, and we're going to show you an example of that today. So we're going to start filling this out, and once we finish it out, we're going to send it to our database, and it will fill out this fieldwork record. So after we fill out all this information, we will click add new record, and it will go to our fieldwork record book, and it will show a table of all the fieldwork records done and the ones sent out. As you see, there's a lot of orders done with this company. They work kind of fast, as you see. Some started on the second. It was scheduled on the second, and then they finished by the third. So hopefully this database will help solve all of their problems, as it will help track a lot of information, and it will also help improve consistency and completeness with the survey requests, and help the communication between the person, the schedulers, the requesters, and the field crew. And it helps the schedulers have a more effective and efficient way to schedule these work crews. So this is my database for the Jones Professional Engineering Group, and my name is Edwin Whitfield. This is my Informatics 435 database, and I would like to thank you for listening to this guide on my database, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.